the biggest news in the space of this international break from the club side is Daniel Levy leaving Tottenham Hotspur. I want to get your thoughts on that. Was it the
Why
right
me?
time?
Why me? Tottenham is shit. I'm an Arsenal fan. There's
Yeah,
nothing with
yeah,
Tottenham.
but you're also a professional and you're also somebody who has opinions on things and would like to know your opinion on this. Was it right the way he was forced out of the club? Because I actually thought he resigned, but then 1 hour after the announcement, we heard that it was a boardroom vote that kicked him out of the Tottenham board as their chairman. But was it right for a man that has done so much for the club for over 20 years, the way he was brushed out of the club?
Well, if I'm looking at football holistically, he's been there for like 25 years now, almost 25 years. If I'm looking at football holistically, nothing happened to Daniel Levy that did not happen to David Dean. David Dean that helped to set up the Premier League, took Arsenal to where they were in their highest height, cannot even go to the Emirates to go and watch match. You understand me? So, these things happen. In business, it's a guerrilla warfare. It's a dog eat dog. What I thought Levy would have done was when he finished building the stadium, this is just my street poor man thinking, because I don't think rich people think like that. I'm not that rich. Is after building the stadium, would have said, you know what?
Hands off.
I want to leave. I've put you guys in a place. From Spurs that was not making up to £1 million every match day to now making over $5 million on match day receipt. That's the greatest progress. By the cost of business structure, Spurs are the best club. But I know why. They don't pay bonuses like other people. They don't pay bonuses for winning the Premier League. They don't pay bonuses for winning Champions League. Now that they paid bonus for winning Europa, you say it happened to them. The club is in disarray. They couldn't keep their coach that won them the Europa because this guy continued to win like this. This is how we'll be losing blood, losing kidneys and livers. So that's on the banter side anyway. But basically, I think what happened was that some transfer didn't go the way they expected. The guy the midfielder they wanted to sign before, is it from Wolves? I've forgotten his name now. There was a midfielder that they first wanted to sign that they didn't sign. What's that? Timothy, help me if you can. There's a player that he was about to negotiate for. Then the club got angry that they spoke to the player before them.
Morgan Gibbs White.
Morgan Gibbs White, the Nottingham Forest player, and then they refused to sell. That's like a slap. Nottingham Forest not selling the player to Tottenham Hotspur at this level. Let's forget history. At this level, that's a slap. Then you try to get Iberiche, and in the middle of trying to get him, and the way it went at the end, last game of last season, Iberiche's parents and Iberiche was actually invited to White Hart Lane to come and see the club, and then the boy keep insisting on going to Arsenal, but then Levy and his team still pursued him. At the verge of signing him, he went to Arsenal. Some of these things, and then the Savinho own, maybe they're looking at it like, okay, yes, this man has set up a good business. We can run it from here, but if we continue like this, the business is good, but the football is not good. Tottenham will not be known as a departmental store, as a grocery store, as a bank, but we're known as a football club. And on the footballing side, we're not going to progress. This is like they won the League Cup in 1989, 1990. Then they won the League Cup again in 2008. Then they just won the... So Europa if League. That's the gap, every time to win something, this kind of business that they are now, it's not good. My friend, my lawyer friend, put it to me this way. He said, you can set a business up with primary school staff management. This way the business will grow, you will not need college certification. Then there's the way the business will go, you will not need university certification plus other extra degrees and even master's degree and all that. So I think that Spurs have reached the place now where the football business requires different type of people. This is the way that it was now, the story is not coming out that it was forced out, it was voted out, that is not good. Him going as a business, telling him go, it's not really a big deal.
Could they have done better in his time? Because I look where he took Spurs from, where they were, the level of the club. Now, Spurs were the first team to break in and force from Big Four. Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea. Okay, City before them made it Big Five. Spurs forced themselves in Big Six. Now it's stretching to beyond with Newcastle and Aston Villa pushing back again now in the Premier League. Could they have achieved more in his time.
I think that under Levy they could have won 1 or 2 FA Cup. They could have also won the league in 2016. That league was theirs to win.
Could have won the
People always
Champions League.
say no, they couldn't have won that Champions League. Let's not talk about that one. They were not ready. The tide was too high, and then that season was a miracle. They didn't spend money in transfer. They didn't do the only club in the history of the modern day history of the game who didn't do transfer in 2 windows and still went on to the finals of Champions League. Maybe they could have won it luckily anyway. Greece won the Euros. I don't know one thing they did right in their football to win it, but those kind of things happen. Zambia won the AFCON in 2012. Okay, so maybe people say it's been a long time coming. They could have won it, but I can forgive Levy for that. What they did that season was an incredible miracle. They overachieved. But I thought that they could have won maybe an FA Cup. They could have won the league in 2016 if they were a club that was interested in winning. And I think that in some cases they self-sabotage themselves. So all of that, you put it. But I think that whatever sin people may have said he committed, the 2 cardinal things he did for Spurs should be valid above all. The funny thing is, I would take Levy ahead of many people that have run clubs in the EPL, even ran the Arsenal team. I mean, Levy sold Luka Modric for how much? And then Levy also sold Gary Bale, a left fullback that he bought from Southampton, and see what he sold him for. Arsenal till today have not sold a player for 60 million.
Arsenal record sale is Chamberlain. 35 or was it 38 million?
40 million. What's it called? Eddie Nketiah. If you add all the add-ons and the rest,
that will not be met.
If you look at that, you say to yourself, and then he built this stadium that is very advanced, futuristic. If you allow me to say that word, that made Emirates look like a children's park now, a playground for children. And Arsenal needs to spend double the money they spent to build. Emirates was built on 360 million, and now they need to take it up to the Spurs and beyond it. It's about 600 to 1 billion, 600 million, 650 million. And if you put all that together, I would say to you that Levy has done a great job, because in that same period, almost the same period, Arsenal have only FA Cup to show. We didn't win anything since 2004, not too far from when Levy started. So if you look at it carefully, and they have this stadium to bank on for the next 20, 30, 40 or 50 years, I'll take Levy any day. And to be very honest, nobody can guarantee you trophy from the beginning of the season. Nobody can tell you that guarantee I will give you this trophy. No. It just so happened that some other element will come to play. Some people will fall apart. The luck, the draws will favor you. Some teams will get injured that you have no control over. And then here you are in front of the tournament, and then you win it. Would they have predicted at the start of the World Club Championship that of all teams, Chelsea will win it? No. But on the day of the finals, everything they touch just work. All the thing that Kopama has been doing,
everything turned to gold.
Sometimes that doesn't go well. That they work. The Donnarumma that could save Jesus, that could bring Jesus out of the cross without any hole on his body, could not do anything. These things happen in football. So, I mean, as an Arsenal fan, we'll always banter Spurs. But as talking business and being serious about it, I think Levy's set up a structure that we should respect. Even though the team that you don't like is doing well, you should be able to say that, yeah, I wish we were like this. The only thing is the new set of people now should prove Levy wrong. Again, don't overspend and go into administration like Bartomeu did with Barcelona.